welcome to my channel. This is take 2. Today I'm going to do my mid-year whip parade. I got it right this time. Today is Monday, July the 8th, 2024, and I thought I would do my mid-year whip parade today, and then we can keep track of what I've done and what I've got left to do. I've got 21 whips to show you. I've got 2 finishes and 1 new start. Now I'm going to show you the cover photos so you know what it's going to look like when it's finished. I will put up photos of where it was in the last whip parade, which I think I done in December last year, and then you can see how much I have done. I'm going to tell you what fabric count they are on, the year I started them, how much I've done over the whole 6 months, how much the whole project has got in it, stitch count, and how much I've done on the whole project. So I've got all the information down here sitting in front of me, so I thought we'd just get on with it. Now they're in no particular order. I've taken them all off the Q-snaps, the ones that need to come off. There's a couple still on Q-snaps, but you can see everything without me taking them off, so I didn't worry about those ones. Okay, on top I've got my finishes, so we'll do the finishes first. Alright, the first one I've got is Artecy, and it's called Tigers. Tarina Clark is the designer of this one. This is a lovely one. My goal was to finish this one by June, and I finished it by June. Now this one is done on 16 count Aida. I started it in 2022. To get it finished this year I've done 24,805 stitches. The whole project has 53,628 stitches in total. So I haven't ironed it or washed it yet because I take it to the shop with me to get the frame, because I frame them myself. So this will come to the shops with me to get the right frame, and then I'll wash it and iron it. So that's a finish. I really love this one. And I think I done alright doing 24,000 stitches to get it finished. So that was my first finish for this year. Now I'm not sure if Tiger will come in. At the moment he's asleep on the lounge. One over there. My second finish, I've tried to put these pictures in order, but there's some out of order, so you'll just have to give me a minute while I find the cover photo. Okay, my second finish was the Friends quotes. This is what this one looked like. This one is done on 14 count Aida that I dyed myself into a pink, and I started this one at the beginning of the year. And that's where we are on this one. The only thing I had left to do on this was the claws in the crabs, and I've done lobsters, and I've done that. So I'm loving this one. Bring it up close so you can have a proper look. Now normally samplers aren't my thing. I like full coverage, but I really enjoyed doing this one. And this is on a fabric that I dyed myself. Got too much fabric there, but if I had have positioned it better, I probably could have fitted 2 on here. But that's okay. So that was finish number 2 for this year. I'll just put those 2 over there so they're done. Okay, now these are in no particular order. They're not in any order that I've worked on them. They're just the order that they come out of the tub, and I took all the Q-snaps off. So we will see how we go. Okay, so this one is the Rusty Coldren, artwork by Lisa Parker. It's a Heaven and Earth design. This one I got given as a gift. There's a little bit of glare, but only because I've got the the blinds open. So this one is done on 25 count Lugana, and I started this in 2023. I think it was December, so I haven't got a lot of progress on this one. So this is how much I've got done on this one. Like I said, I will put before photos on the ones that I need to. For the year, I got 2,433 stitches on this one. The whole project is 385,000 stitches, so a long way to go. And all up, I have done 3,293, and I'm on 0.86%. There's a lot of colours that are similar. So there's that one. I'm just ticking them off when I've showed them, so that way I know if I'm missing any. I'm going to keep out the ones that I need to sew along. That one's been done. To stop them from fraying. I know I have a couple of them. I think this one's Tiger on a Bike. Yes. This one is Tiger on a Bike. It's a photo that got sent to me. It's on my Facebook page, Fun with Cross Stitch. And now I just put it into a pattern through Pit-to-Pat and charted it myself. This one is done on 25 count gridded Aida. I started 2024. This is where we got to. Now I've done 4,339 stitches on it, and there's a total of 214,326 in total, and I'm on 1.40%. There's a lot of black and 3031, 3079, lots of that in this one. So there's that one. This one, oops, is Hubble Bubble. This one is another Heaven and Earth design. This one is by Lisa Parker. It's called Hubble Bubble Square. Now I started this one in 2021. This is done on 18 count Aida. Now for this year, for this year I have done 3,899 stitches on it. Oh, there's where we are with this one. So I've done 3,899 this year. I've done 62,331 in total. And the whole project is 302,500 stitches. And I'm on 20.61%. So, love work on that one. As I was going through and writing down all my stats that I need to let you know, been seeing on my favourite ones how much I've worked on them this year, and some that obviously aren't as favourite as I thought because I haven't done much work on them. So this is a good indication of seeing how much work I've done on things. Okay, this one is Hubby's truck, Linfox truck. You might hear a lot of noise outside today. They're doing roadworks right outside the front. So this is Hubby's truck. He's taken the photo on one of his journeys, and I'm just charting it into a pattern. This one is done through Pit to Pat as well. I'm just trying to find the details for this one. Linfox truck is done on 18 count Ada. I started it in 2022. Now for this year I got 6,979 stitches on it, and that's where we're up to. I tried to work on some of the dirt, some of the truck. Now I've done a total of 26,546 stitches out of 240,975 stitches in total, and I'm on 11.02%. A long way to go. Long way to go. As you can see, there's a lot of fabric. Okay, the next one is menagerie. This one. This one is done on 14 count black Ada. Pretty sure it's 14 count. No, actually I think it's 16 count. I have done a bit of work on this one recently. I haven't written down amounts for this one, but you'll see in the before picture. But there we are. This is where we're up to on this one. It's coming together nicely. My goal for this one was 2 tigers, but I'll be happy if I get 1 done. So if I can finish this tiger, then I'll be happy with that. So there's that one. Oh. I'm just putting them away as I go, because otherwise we will have a big mess and Tiger will have a field day. We don't want that. Okay, this one has been left on the Q-snap. This one is Quarantine Cats. It's always the way, you want, it's near the back. This is another Heaven and Earth design. This one is by Brigid Ashwood. This is Quarantine Cats. Now this one I've started in the middle. As you'll see with a lot of the full coverage, I've started either top left, bottom left, middle. Just depends on the chart. So I've sort of tried different ways with different charts. So see which one I like the best. So this is Quarantine Cats. I started in the middle. Quarantine Cats is done on 25 count Lugana, and I started this one in 2023. Now for the year I've done 3,896 stitches, and in total I've done 5,406 out of 341,550 stitches. And it's on 1.58%. So these ones are going to be lifelong projects, unless I just concentrated on them singly, but I tend to do that when they're close to a finish. Like I said, I'm doing them as they come out. So the next one is a new start. I had a new start because I finished Tigers and Friends. So this is a Shannon's Christine design Christmas mug club, and at the moment I'm just doing the frame. I thought if I can get the frame done this year, then next year I'll start putting the mugs in. So this is my new start, and I'm doing it for all of July, for Christmas in July. So I'm hoping to get all the frames done in July. Now this was a new start on Thursday the 27th, 28th last week. Last month. I just thought I'd get it started, make sure I had the right fabric. And this is where I've got to. I don't know if you can see that properly, but I've got 5, bring it in. I've got 5 frames done and some of the hollies. So this one is done on 28 count Lagana. I started it this year. So far I've done 2,608 stitches. I'm on 15.62% and I've got to do 17,746. So I like the way that one's coming out on this. The white doesn't show up too well, but I think it will once everything's in and there's more white. So I'm hoping just to get the frames done this month. Not so much all the holly. The holly I'll get done over the year, but if I can get all the frame done, I'll be happy. So we'll see how we go with that one. There we go. Alright, next one. Okay, the next one. This is my hubby Bruce. This is the day of our wedding. He's standing on the balcony just before we head to the ceremony. Got a gorgeous smile on him. I love this photo. Let's find out what I've done. Okay, so I'm doing this one on 25 count even weave. I started in 2024. This is where we are with this one. I've done 3,518 stitches out of 96,600 and I'm on 3.55%. So that's just the bottom of his jacket. A long way to go. And this working on even weave is completely different and I'm loving it. Okay, this is another one that I've left on the Q-snap. I think this one's Titanic. Yes. So this is where this one is. This is Titanic. It's done on 18 count Kit Ada and I started in 2023. Let's put this behind it. I have to get myself a whiteboard out. This is where we are with this one. Now I haven't written down a stitch count for this one because I don't always count them. But as you can see, that's the front of the boat and I've come over here, that's the side, the edge of the pattern. So I love working on this one. The only downfall with that one is it's a paper pattern. I think I've just got too spoilt with pattern keeper. But that's okay, we're getting there. No rush. Okay, my next one is Florentine, which is a Mirabilia. This is the only Mirabilia I've got going this year. This is what this one looks like. This is one hubby brought me for one of my birthdays. I really need to get into it more. When did I start this one? This one's done on 16 count Ada and I started in 2022. And I haven't ironed nothing. I don't iron them until I'm finished. But there we are with this one. So my goal is either to finish the bottom half or finish the top half. And I think I'm going the bottom. I think I'm going towards doing the stool and the cat. Because I've got a big chunk of the dress done. These are all done so far with the called for colours. Whatever they're calling for, that's what I've done. This one has all its fancy floss and everything all together. Okay, this is the kids. This is hubby's kids. I think it was Alyssa's graduation day that this one was done. Their mum took the photo I've charted it with Pizza Pat and just stitching it for her. Now I do have stats for this one. This one is done on 18 count Aida. Let me just fold this one up. I thought I had most of them folded so it was easier when I got to this part. 18 count Aida, I started it in 2022. Another 22 start. There we are with this one. You can see Samuel sitting on the tree, and then you can see his hand and Alyssa's hand is starting to come in. I did 3,543 stitches over the year, and in total I've done 11,531 stitches out of 217,728 stitches, and I'm on 5.30%. Only there was more hours in the day. Okay, the tub is getting full the other side. Alright, the next one is Dark Jungle, Temple and Tigers by Ciro Marchetti. I think I'm saying that right. Everyone pronounces this one different. I used to say Marchetti, now it's Marchetti. I think that's how you say his name. But this one needs a bit more loving. This one is done on 18 count Aida. I started this one in 2022. 2022 was a big year for starts. Oh, there we are with this one. This one I started along the bottom. I did 4,355 stitches this year. And total I have done 20,712 out of 350,000 stitches. And I'm on 5.92%. So loving the tiger's face there. My original idea was to do a little bit, then fix that tiger up. Then I started going across the bottom, and I like doing it that way. But who knows where I'll put the Q-snap when I pick it back up again. I know there's a lot of whip parades out there at the moment, but I thank everybody for taking their time to watch my one. I really do appreciate it. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is Christmas Shop. This was another one by Ciro Marchetti. This is one I should do for Christmas in July as well if I get a chance to, depending on the mugs. I want to try and get that frame done this July. So that's that one. Now this one I've sort of worked all over the place. It's done on 16 count Aida. I started it in 2022. This year I've done 5,593 stitches. I've done in total 30,265 out of 343,000 stitches, and I'm on 8.82%. I might have to stand up with this one, I think. There's a couple of them I'd have to stand up with. So this one has been done all over the place, so I can't see what you're seeing, so hopefully you can see what's in the middle. Nothing over that side. Then I went to the bottom, done the presents, gone all the way up that side, all the way to the top. but most of the work was done in the middle. It just depends on what challenge I get to where I stitch. This one is like a blanket. Oh, I hope you could see that properly. I couldn't see what you were seeing. I've got a bit of a dodgy arm at the moment. I think it's from stitching. Yeah, the shoulder just plays up a bit. So I haven't done any stitching today. I've been doing housework and getting this all sorted. So giving it a bit of a rest from stitching, and we've got rain outside, so I can't do nothing outside. Okay. The next one. The next one's been a bit of a favourite of people's. This one is Map of Australia by Artecy. Tarina Clark is the artist. Now, I have seen this one done and finished, and it looks beautiful when it's finished. Mine is not finished yet. Hoping for a finish by December. So we'll see. This one is done on 18 count Ada. It's called Bushfire by Crafty Leanie. Now this year I've only done 5,688 stitches, but I've done 47,645 all up out of 73,401, and I'm on 64.91%. And this is where what this one looks like at the moment. So this year is going to be a finish. As you can see, there's not a great deal left. But I'm loving this one. So loving this one. Hope you could see that okay. This one, did I write it down? No. I thought I wrote down how many stitches I needed to do. I did. I worked it out. I did, for tigers I did 24,000 this year. This one I think I need to do 29 for a finish. So as soon as July's finished and I finish doing this mug sale for Christmas in July, Australia Map's going to come out. I'm going to be doing 200 stitches every day that I stitch, which is normally 6 days a week. And then I will have one day put aside to do my normal 1,000 as well. So that will bump it up a lot. But I'm still hoping for a finish on that one. If anything, that might be the only finish I get now. But that's okay, because all the others, they're all big ones. But that's okay. Like, the only other small one I think that I can finish this year would be the mugs. And that's only the border. That's not the actual whole thing. The mugs will be getting done next year. Okay, the next one is, this is my chatelaine by Fairy Garden. Fairy Garden by Chatelaine. Done on 28 count Lugana, and I started it this year. This is what it looks like. It looks so pretty with the fairies in the corners. So I need to get some more work into this one. This one is left on the Q-snap because I don't need to take it off. You can see everything. And this is where we are with this one. My goal on this one for the year was to finish this middle section. Now all I have left to do is the half stitches all the way around. Because I'm doing all the full crosses first, and then I'll come back and do all the fancy stitches and the beads. So that's where this one is, and I love the way the colours have come together. So once I get that outline done, all the half stitches all the way in here, that challenge is done, but I'll still be working on it. This is normally my Saturday one to do, but just haven't got round to it the last couple of Saturdays. but that's where that one's at. I haven't got any more details. I don't always count them. I do a little separate video every time I do the chatelaine, so you do get to see progress as it's going on from the day that I do it. And I'll keep doing that until I finish it. Dogs are going off outside. I think it's only from the workers. Okay, my next one is, this one is Breaking Free, another Heaven and Earth design by Ciro Marchetti again. And I've loved this one. I like snow globes, and there's horses coming out of the snow globe, so it looks. So I love this one. This is done on 18 count Ada. I started this one in 2020. This year I've done 2005 stitches. Total I've done 45,275 stitches out of 305,550 stitches, and I'm on 14.82%. And this is where I am with this one. I've got the bottom rows done. My goal on this one was to get the head of both of them done. So getting them two finished. But we'll see how we go. I should be able to get that done. But I've got so many challenges, I'm just going to do the best I can. They're all challenges that I've set, so I will do the best I can. Okay, next one is a big one. My next one is Toy Shop. Now I know everyone loves this one. This one is done on 16 count Ada. I started it in 2019. My goal for this one this year is 25,000 stitches. No, 52,000 stitches. So far I've done 22,143 this year. I'm a little bit behind. I should have done 25, but that's okay. In total amount of stitches I've done 160,191 out of 350,700 stitches, and I'm on 45.68%. Now this one I definitely have to stand up for, because this one's a big one. Whoop. There's no way I could do this one sitting down. It's like a bed sheet. Let's see if I can get the whole lot in. I'm going to back up a bit more. There we go. That's the best I can do. I can't hold it up any higher because my arm's sore. But I'm working near the banister, near the other bookshelf there. So we'll see how we go. But I'll get that row finished this year easy. But I love this one. Still got a bit to go. I've still got a bit of the bed sheet to go. But that's how we are. Oh, I can't hold up any longer. I love working on this one. Yeah, so this one I want to get 52,000 stitches on. I'm on 45.68%. To get it to 50%, I've only got to do 19,000 stitches. So it'll be over 50% by the end of the year. If all goes well, which it will. That one I like to do at least 1,000 a week, because that's the way I worked out the 52,000, because there's 52 weeks. But I do need to pick it up a few extra times so that I can catch up. My next one is dropped on the floor. This one is Mini Ta-Da by Randall Spangler. That's what it's going to look like. This one's only a mini, so it's not too bad. Still a lot of stitching in it though. This one is done on 20 count Aida. I started it in 2022. This year I've done 2,702 stitches, and in total I've done 11,704 out of 85,475, and I'm on 13.69%. And this is where it's at. So it's only going to be a small one, but there's a lot of blue at the moment, so a lot of block stitching, which is good because then I can get my numbers up. There we go with that one. All right, what do we have next? 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 left. Not doing too bad. It's only going to be a small whip parade. Okay, this is Around the World. This is Around the World. It's a Charting Creations. Artwork by Howard Robinsons. And this is that one. Let me just find the details for you. Okay, so this one I have done on 22 count even weave. I started it in 2023, which would have been around Christmas time. I've done 3,158 stitches or in total. That's how much I've done this year out of 286,200 stitches, and I'm on 1.09%. So this one needs a lot of work done to it. It also needs me to hem it up, so which I'll do. I'll do when I get this done. That way the cat won't eat it. So that one definitely needs a lot more work. But I've only been doing it for 6 months. But you can tell the ones that I like, well, not so much like more, but the ones I work on more, because they've got more progress. Okay, the next one is Elephant Puzzle. This one, artwork is by Adrian Chesterman, and it's a pain-free crafts. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. There was a few people doing this one. I know Darren Dizzy Stitch is doing it. There's a lot of other people doing it. I can't think of all their names offhand. I didn't write the names down. This is on a 16 count Aida that I dyed myself. I started it in 2022. This year I've done 2,239 stitches. I've done in total 52,036 stitches out of 189,630, and I'm on 27.44%. And this is what it's looking like now. At the moment I've been working on this elephant, the big elephant part, the trunk, and just working my way around. But I really love working on this one as well. I love working on all of them. Sometimes it's very hard choice which one to choose to work on. If you have any preference of which one you want to see me get more work on, let me know in the comments. I still have to do a stitch with me. I did a stitch with me on Animal Kingdom, but it didn't have no sound, so I didn't post it. So I've still got to do another one for that. But if there's any chart that you want to see me work on, or work more on, put more into it, let me know. Give me some hints. Okay, the next one is Mini I Love You by Randall Spangler. Another Heaven and Earth design. You can get this one with no background, but I chose to get it with the background because I think it looks nice. Alright, so this one is done on 16 count Aida. I started it in 2022. This year I've done 2,838 stitches. And in total I've done 17,132 out of 180,600 stitches. And I'm on 9.49%. There we are here. Last week I worked around his nose and come over and found the edge of the chart. I love the way he's got his face in there, big eyes. He's got a hand waving. This one's another mini, so I've got a couple of minis that you never know, could be finished next year. We will see. Dog next door. Okay, well this is the last one in the tub. So this is the Amazing Animal Kingdom. It's another Heaven and Earth design, and its artwork is by Aimee Stewart. This one I started in the middle. Like I said, some of them I've started in the middle, some I've started at the bottom, some of I've started at the top, some I've done cross country, sort of. Here, there and everywhere. So I've tried all different ways of doing it. I have found out that I don't like ninja stitches, so I'm trying to do the ninja stitches as I go. And that way there is none. Because I found out I don't like ninja stitches. So I'm trying to do, wherever I decide which way to go, whether it's all around the chart, and I'll try not to leave any gaps in ninja stitches, or starting in the middle or starting top or bottom. But I try not to leave those ninja stitches. So this one I have done, I'm stitching it on 18 count Aida. I started in 2022. This year I've done 5,502 stitches. In total I've done 22,217 out of 374,500 stitches. And I'm on 5.93%. A lot of these are big ones. And this is where we are with this one. This one I've started in the middle shelf and just trying to go along. There's the top of the shelf. So I'm trying to go along in like the whole shelf quite all the way along. Last time I worked on the bear. So this time I might even go over this side and work. We'll see. But I'm still going to do this whole shelf before I go on. And then I'll probably, I could work up, I could work down. I don't know. That's too hard a question at the moment because I don't know. But that's where I am with that one. I love the way that it's all just come together. Even that bear's just, he's just standing out. Now, he could eat that fish if he was hungry. But the reason I start in different places is so that it doesn't matter what challenge I get, I can normally find something on one of them to fit that challenge or the prompt. Well, that was my last whip to show you. So that's all of them. A total for the 6 months I did 121,103 stitches. That's without Florentine, Wild Menagerie and the Titanic. I haven't added those numbers in. But just going by the ones that I can add up. Oh, and the chatelaine. Them ones aren't added into that. But I think I've done pretty well. I think I can make most of my challenge. I know I won't make all the challenges because to make all my challenges it's over 200,000 left to stitch. And unless I have really good days and no sore arm, that can't happen. But I will give it my best shot. Can't say I'm not going to try. But that's it for now. That's all I've got to show you for my whip parade. I hope you did like what I showed you. I hope you enjoyed listening to my stats and I didn't ramble on too much. Like I said, if there's any you want to see me work on, let me know in the comments. We'll do some stitch with me's. Let me know which one you want me to stitch on. But other than that, I'm just going to keep plodding along. I will put before pictures up on all of them as I go. So I'll edit this when I get off and you'll see that. In my future videos, I'm going to be doing my my normal floss tube on a Wednesday. The following one, I still want to try and get back to routine and do a stitch with me every week or every second week. I'm also going to do a plans video for next year to let you know what I'm going to be working on, because I'm going to have a lot of new starts next year, because I figure I might as well start new things. You know, they're there to be stitched. I might as well stitch them. They're not all big ones. I've made sure they're not big ones because I've got enough big ones on the go. I've got enough that's over 3,000 stitches or 300,000 stitches. Most of them are small ones, or fairly small, pillow size, but ones that I'd like to start stitching on. Now I can do a plans video, or I can just put them all, like showing you which ones I'm going to be starting, or just put them in a wheel and just spin the wheel and then you can see them that way. But if you want to see all the ones I've got planned to start next year, they'll be started between the beginning and the end. I'm not going to start them all in one go. I'm not going to have, say, 30 starts in 1 month sort of thing. It's just going to be spread out over the whole year, and that way it won't be so much to put up with in one go. But if you want to see all those starts that I'm going to be doing, let me know and I'll put that into a separate video. If not, I'll just put them all into a decision wheel, and when I do my floss tube next year, I will be spinning the wheel to see what new one I'm going to start, because they're all nice and I wouldn't know which one to start on first. So that's the way I'm going to do it, I think. I'll continue on with my list of my stats of the month. I'll continue going along with that and we'll see how we go. At least I know which ones I need to try and work more on to try and get those challenges done. If you are new here, thank you for popping along. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this whip parade and watch any other videos that you've watched. If you're a regular viewer, thank you for coming back every fortnight or every time I post a video to watch. I do appreciate you coming back. I love reading the comments. I've hearted them all. I'm not sure if I've answered them all, but I have hearted them all. If I haven't answered them all, then I will go back and answer some. In the next day or two, I'll get back onto that. But other than that, I hope you're all safe and well. And I will see you in my next video, which will be next week, will be my normal floss tube. So happy stitching everyone. Bye for now.